Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my top 10 picks for Jonathan Morali's original score on Life is Strange 2. As I've discussed before in my series of why I love Life is Strange, I make a lot of mentions to the music and the environments, and so I've made this video in dedication to the music itself, and as I've said, just the original score here and just how wonderfully composed and absolutely beautiful it is. All right, so number 10 is Away. Wow. Away really sets the tone for the final chapter. It's one of the first songs that really hits you in episode 5, and episode 5 is the culmination of everything you've done. It's the closing of this story, and it is really a whole heck of a lot. And the kind of somber yet comforting tone of Away kind of alludes to that. It's like, okay, it's it's not going to be happy. I think we all can kind of see that coming, but you're going to have closure. And I think that's what Away offers us when we hear that in episode 5. Chaos is such a good song for the finale of episode 3 because there is so much chaos going on, and this song has so much with like the heart pumping and the throbbing and the kind of menacing sounds in the background, and it's got so much going on that it helps amplify the intensity of the finale scenes for episode 3, which really helps that part stand out. Seattle is like the main menu theme. It is the kind of main theme of Life is Strange 2. The melodic kind of feel of this song is what carries throughout the entire game. It's wonderful. It really sets the tone. Before you even start the game, you hear the music and you get the feels, and you know what this game's going to be about. You know it's going to be emotional, and you know it's probably not going to be happy all the time. And just this song alone, nothing else, can set that tone. Night Bus is a wonderful piece of music that hits you at the perfect time. It's the end of episode 1. So many things have happened with the brothers at this point, and you're just kind of watching them ride off as you finally get the end of your first adventure with them, which in some cases feels like quite the long journey in and of itself. To have this emotional scene closed out by this wonderful score, it's huge, and it helps set up the whole rest of the series as you're getting ready for what's next. Winter Woods just fits so perfectly with the scene. I can remember watching Sean try his powers for the first time, and that was probably one of the most emotional moments for me playing Life is Strange 2. Like, oh man, he's really trying, but it's not gonna happen. And it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, so well created, well written between the score and the artwork and the animation, that Winter Woods just really helped that scene come home. Blood Brothers / Lone Wolf ending. So, depending on your stance, what you wanted out of the ending, a lot of people would say that Blood Brothers is the best ending because the brothers are together. And if that's really what you want, then yeah, that's what you get. I would argue it's more of a tie between Blood Brothers in separate ways, but either way, this song sets the tone perfectly for the mixed emotions that you have with either of these endings. Well, with Lone Wolf, it's just straight sad. There's really no happiness there at all. But with Blood Brothers, the brothers are together, and you see that and you like that. But the problem is they're still in turmoil. There's still problems with their life, and they're still fighting whatever they're fighting. And Lone Wolf / Blood Brothers theme really brings that home. Fireflies is easily one of the most gut-wrenching scenes of the entire story. I was not a fan of Karen. I was not a fan of the away area. I was not a fan of any of the people in this whole situation. But this scene hits me every time. And the artwork, seeing them release those lanterns into that open canyon while this amazing score is being played, it just, like I said, it hits every time, and Fireflies is wonderful like that. New Perspectives. New Perspectives is one of those songs that send you on a journey. Like, that first guitar riff hits, and I am no longer sitting on this couch. I am somewhere else, and I'm just taking it all in. And the fact that the first time you really get to hear the song during one of those sit-down scenes where you just take in the environment and the artwork and everything, I legitimately sat down in that motel. I literally sat down at that motel just listening to New Perspectives and taking it all in for a very long time. is it is a wonderful piece of music. It's a great piano score by Jonathan Morali, but it's really that last half of Home that makes it stick out. Like the song for the first 4 minutes or so is just kind of it's something that you listen to in the background. It's just a piano doing its thing. But then you get to that last half, the half that plays in this scene while the brothers are escaping, and that really hits every time. First time you hear that is in that scene, which is another scene that just absolutely hits home for me every time I see it. And every time it's like, oh gosh, that piano part at the very end of that song, it just really brings that out.
I know. Hey, at least we don't have to go to school on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Look, everybody's gonna be so stoked when they find out how far you walked.
Really? Really? I bet Dad would be too. Do you think we walked, like, maybe 100 miles?
Probably 200. Feels like it.
Ooh, awesome possum.
Here we are at number 1, Into the Woods. I can't think of a better song to cap out this list than Into the Woods. Jonathan Morali's soundtrack was phenomenal. All of his original compositions for this game was absolutely amazing and brought the story to life. But Into the Woods set the stage and the precedence in no other way possible. You're fresh off of the biggest tragedy of the series, if you will. The inciting incident, the reason why this story exists, and then you're hit by Into the Woods in the middle of the brothers trying to figure out what the heck is going on, what the heck they're doing, and you have that wonderful artwork hitting you. It's just, you cannot beat this song and the scene it created. And then they bring it back if you pick the redemption and Daniel and Sean go back to the woods as adults, and it's just an entirely different feeling, but still just as impactful as it was the first time around. So that has been my top 10 list of the original soundtrack for Life is Strange 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.